I love baseball cards. Got 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em, need 'em, need 'em, got 'em, got 'em, need 'em.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Welcome back to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Flea Market Antique Mall Pickups video. This video is going to be a slightly little bit different because one of these items I actually picked up at Best Buy. So it's not a flea market or antique mall total package video. These other three items that I'm going to share with you, I did pick up, out in the wild hunting for memorabilia. The one thing that I want to point out about this video that's a little special to me is all of these items are things that I can reflect upon in my childhood. And that's part of the reason that I share these videos with you guys. It's not just that, I'm some sort of hoarder and I want to collect everything that I, can find, but all of these items that I'm going to share with you today are part of my childhood. I can remember getting these when I was a kid. Every single one of these items. If not getting them, but at least wanting to get them would be the best way to put it. So, sit down, kick back, enjoy this while we kind of go through a few things really quick here. So, the first item is none other than the Tony the Tiger baseball. And I don't know if you guys ever had one of these when you were a kid, but if you sent in a couple box labels of Frosted Flakes, remember, they're great. You got this baseball for postage and handling, $3 or whatever it is. And I remember specifically having this baseball when I was a kid, and I beat the stuffings out of it. My dad and I stood out in the yard. I was hitting on it. I was, smacking it around. And I remember that I put like a slit right here on the ball, and just the insides just started spilling out. This ball, I still might have that baseball somewhere at my parents' house. I mean, it wasn't completely obliterated, but it was no longer a very usable baseball. But I just really, really wanted this when I spotted it at a garage sale the other day. The vendor only wanted 50 cents for it. So it's in immaculate shape. There's a little blemish there, but whatever, not a big deal. But I'm going to put this in a ball cube, and I'm going to put this somewhere, and display it. I'm not going to just throw this in some box and forget about it, because this is a very sentimental item from my childhood. Very, very happy to get that. The other ironic thing is my wife, she actually said, hey, I had that ball too when I was a kid. So we both have our own separate memories with this specific type of baseball from our childhood. So for 50 cents, it was a no-brainer. All right, so this next item is, as anyone can refer to, the most coveted set from our childhood. And this set, once I show it to you, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. It is the 1989 Upper Deck complete set with the Griffey, of course. See the Griffey rookie right there on there? Now, the story behind this, you can see the price tag on it. This was at a garage sale, and it was an elderly woman that was selling this stuff. And they had stacks of boxes like this, okay? And this was the only true set that was there. They had a couple 800 count boxes, and they all had $50 set on them. So when I walked up to the lady, I said, is that $50 for everything? And she's like, oh, no, young man, that's $50 per box. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, that's just way too much than what I was looking to spend on it. And she's like, well, which ones were you looking at? And I said, well, there's only really one that I have true interest in, and that's this one. And I pointed to this box. And she's like, well, I have $50 on it. And I said, well, I'm sorry, but that's way out of what I'm going to pay for it. She's like, well, what would you give me for it? And I said, how about $10? And she said, okay. So for $10, I got the 1989 Upper Deck set. Now, the seal has been broken. Oh. So before I talked to her about it, I said, can I just look at the set? And this is what I saw. Okay, Mike Gallego does not belong in there. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh no, this has been searched. The Griffey's not going to be in there. There's no way. There's no way the Griffey's in there. And going back to, if you look at, I thought I saw it somewhere on here. Yeah, right here it says the set in numerical order. Well, guess what? They're not. So I just pull a handful out and I start shuffling through them, and they're out of order, of course. I mean, they're in order, but they're not in order. You know, like cards 60 to 100 are over here, then 80 to 90 are over here. I mean, somebody played with them, basically. So I'm shuffling through and looking for, you know, the big one, the you know who, okay? Well, if you look over here in this corner, on the side here, you'll see a little pocket of cards right there. So I picked that pocket up, and I thought to myself, could it be? Because there's the Nolan Ryan, and there it is. The second card in the pile. And this is obviously some kid or somebody going through and pulling their favorites out. You know, from there, Bo Jackson, Darryl Strawberry. Sorry about the blurriness there. Nolan Ryan, Barry Bonds. But there it is. The Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. So for $10, I snagged it. Could not resist. Let's get that in there. I want to bend it up after I get it home. Alright, I'm going to go off camera just so I don't mess up my Griffey rookie here. Alright, well, sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that I got them out, but I also pulled these out, and as you guys know, the Griffey's card number 1 in this set. So going through the rest, we got the Randy Johnson rookie, Dante Bichette rookie. I'm going to go through these because some of them aren't really too important. John Smoltz rookie, and the Gary Sheffield rookie. So they were all in the box. Alright, so sorry about the cuts in the video there. I was shuffling around in the cards there and I didn't want to bump the camera, but in reality I paid $10 for this, and we get a whopping 91 Donruss Mike Gallego bonus card. But I am not for certain if this set is complete, but I checked to make sure that the key rookie cards are in there. So since they're all kind of out of order, I'm going to probably maybe one day on a rainy day when I get some time, sit down and go through the whole thing, put them in order, make sure it's all there. But the key card is there. So very happy to add the 89 Upper Deck set to the collection. Alright, so this last item was my purchase at Best Buy. And I already own this movie, and I saw that the Blu-ray edition of the 25th anniversary was coming out. So I'm talking none other than the Sandlot 25th anniversary. And it comes, if you look really close, 10 exclusive baseball cards and a booklet and poster are enclosed. And this is the slipcover. So if you pull the slipcover back, you have the case, and you open it up, and there you go. There's a pack of baseball cards right there. And we'll go through those in a second after I show you everything else. But there's a 25th anniversary booklet with a lot of stuff about storyboards, and there's Hercules. Hercules' head, I guess. Talks about Hercules. And there's Squints stealing his first kiss with Wendy Peppercorn. So that's pretty cool. Then we have a poster, which is very awesome, which would be a great item to get signed if you ever saw any of these guys. It's 8.5 by 11, so pretty cool. If you ever get a chance to see one of these guys, that'd be a great autograph piece. Then obviously the Blu-ray's in there. Then there's a fan gear code, 15% off fan gear. Then also there's a digital version also included that you can download on your computer, iPad, phone, whatever. So if you were to get another thing signed, that'd be another good thing to get autographed. So very happy to add those to the collection. Let's go through the cards really quick here. Let me put this stuff away. And we'll sit down and take a look at the cards. And I ripped the pack open just a tad before I started shooting here. But these appear to be in the 1962 card design. So let's see what we got. So we got a Timmy Timmons. We got a Bertram Grover Weeks. We got the brother Tommy Timmons. And of course, well, other than Scotty Smalls, you're killing me, Smalls. Then you got Yaya. And Benny the Jet Rodriguez, of course. Ham Porter, Hamilton Porter. Ham for short. Play ball. Kenny DeNunez, the pitcher. And of course the Beast, Hercules. And there's Michael Squints Paladares. So, and looks like a coupon or something for a pack of Topps cards that expires in like a week or two. So it expires at the end of May. So if you want to get your $1 off 3 packs of cards, that doesn't seem like a real big deal to me. But pretty cool set. Unfortunately, you're obviously not going to be able to get a Hercules card signed. But I think all of these guys are still alive. I don't know how they are about autographing, but this would definitely be a cool thing to get signed if you ever got a chance to meet any of these guys in person. With, of course, the poster as well. One small thing that I kind of wish they would have done, and it's not that he doesn't have cards out there, but it would have been nice if James Earl Jones would have had a card in the set. I mean, he was the former Negro League player, you know, that owned the backyard where the ball went. I'm not going to spoil the movie if you guys haven't seen it, but I know I have a lot of kids out there that collect baseball cards that subscribe to my channel. If you have not seen The Sandlot, this is probably one of the best movies about baseball from a kid's perspective that was ever made. I mean, that's very safe to say. I mean, The Bad News Bears is a pretty good movie, but that's a little more PG-13 than this movie is. This movie is, you know, for all ages. I almost guarantee with some of the kids that are watching today that if your parents most likely have seen this video, whether it's your mom or your dad or both or whatever, your aunt, your uncle, you know, even your grandparents, odds are they've seen this movie and they have great memories of this movie. I mean, I have never spoken to anyone that has anything negative to say about The Sandlot. I mean, it is a good family quality movie, is the best way that I can put it. And if you want to get some popcorn or have some pizza and sit down and watch a movie with the whole family that's appropriate, you know, this is the movie to watch. Bad News Bears, still a good movie, but there is some language in there, and if you don't want your kids hearing language, probably wouldn't recommend watching that one. But if you have a chance, you can probably pick this up at Best Buy. I don't know if this is a Best Buy exclusive or if Walmart, Target, etc. sells it. I'm sure they do. But I picked this up for only $12.99. So $12.99 was the purchase price plus tax, of course. You got to pay tax. So it was a little over $13 for the whole, you know, the whole thing. Again, when I came home with it, the first thing out of my wife's mouth was, "We already own that. Why are you buying that again?" And I had to point out to her, I said, look at the baseball cards, though, that come with it. So very happy to get these into the collection. If you get a chance to pick this up on the cheap, I would recommend it. I think this is going to be a hot seller. I think a lot of people are going to try to buy this specifically to get the baseball cards. So if you get a chance to pick it up, definitely do. I want to wrap this video up with saying that all of these items are from my childhood, and I'm very, very happy to shoot this video and share my memories with you guys about the Tony the Tiger baseball, you know, about the Upper Deck set. I mean, I remember when my father brought my first pack of 89 Upper Deck cards home to me. I remember him saying that, oh, I saw these pack of cards for $1 a piece at the gas station. And I remember him handing me the pack, or maybe 2 packs, I don't remember. And he said, these were $1. And I thought, oh my God, $1 for a pack of cards? I can't even imagine that, because I'm used to getting the 4 for $1. You know, the 25-cent, 35-cent packs. You know, I go to the grocery store with my mom and I'd say, Mom, can I get $1 worth of cards? Yeah, sure. Well, for my younger viewers out there, it is just hard to imagine that a pack of cards was only $1 or less. I mean, now with the premium cards that are out there, you know, it's just hard to fathom that we paid $1 or less for a pack of cards. And I'm just grabbing a card at random here, but there's the Don Mattingly. But I remember pulling that card out and turning it over and reading the back of that card and seeing that extra picture on the back. Seeing that picture, you know, just as like, oh my God, this card is so awesome. Look at this. And I probably showed it to my dad. And I probably still have those cards somewhere in my collection, probably in my commons box, but they're probably really beat to heck, just like all the other cards from my childhood. But very happy to add all of these things to the collection. I hope that you guys have enjoyed my sentimental thoughts on this. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and definitely look forward to your comments down below. Thanks.